Previously on Power Reviews.
With Database, we've got a Power Ranger on our side.
I've been called away on business.
You were sent to infiltrate Alphabet Soup, which crossed over into our world through an interdimensional rift.
Spaceship?
It was badly damaged. You lost the same sister on this world.
Same person, different worlds. Spend my days now as a cubicle monkey.
Other stuff.
Deciphering codes and uncovering secrets.
They've been partnered with Alphabet Soup. They're not human.
Our master, the landlord.
We got rid of the demons, destroy the portal gate. The fluctuation in the cross-dimensional continuum will seem like nothing if Alphabet Soup disrupts the tachyon cloud.
What did you just do to this ship?
An alliance. By going into the rift.
We have to turn the car around! What was up with all that?
She's not there, Kay. It isn't real.
Freddy?
Because I was there. The sacrifice of Kendrick's Morgan could not be in vain, so we changed it. Hexagon.
And now, Database Rangers Power Review.
Greetings, Ranger fans, and welcome to history.
Hexagon?
Not the one that you know. This was a hexagon that did not operate in the shadows. It stood strong and proud. It dominated the world. The Animarium, the Ninja Academies, the Pai Shui, all the forces of good were united under its leadership. The forces of evil were rooted out and destroyed, whether demon, org, mutation, or monster. Earth was at peace. And I wasn't needed anymore. She didn't need me. So I returned to Eltar, and there I stayed. Till one day, I received a distress call. Garbled, distorted, just one word made it through. Virus.
No.
But the origin was clear. Earth was in trouble, so on behalf of the Galactic Space Alliance, I took my ship on an exploratory mission, and I told them that if I didn't return, that Earth should be quarantined. And then I saw.
No. Cassie. No. It was too late. It was too late. No!
DB?
Database?
Database, you have to stop this!
Too late. I was too late.
Madam Secretary! What on earth?
Too late. I was too late.
Database!
I saw the rift open,
No! No!
and I was here. With you.
How did we...
Greetings, Ranger fans, and welcome to Power Reviews.
Database, what's going on?
I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling a little nostalgic lately.
Database, listen to me.
So let's look back on some happier times with where it all began, with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season...
Database! This isn't real! You have to know.
Season 3, Episode 8, A Brush with Destiny. At the Junior Police Patrol Arc Benefit down at the Angel Grove Youth Center, Tommy and Aisha happen across Kimberly, seemingly off in a world of her own.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Anybody home?
Apparently, she has good news and bad news. The good news is that her mom has just gotten engaged to an awesome French painter of post-impressionist subterranean mammals. But the bad news is that they'll be moving to Paris to live with him.
How can I just leave, Aisha? I'm a Power Ranger. Can't just quit.
Where am I?
Terrified about moving to a new country, Kimberly talks to Aisha over the phone before bed, promising to meet up in the morning to work it out before drifting off to sleep.
Where am I?
Kimberly finds herself caught in a nightmare, happening upon her mother and the French painter, who suddenly transforms into a monstrous mole.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
No way. Forget it, I'm not going. Au revoir, Kimberly. Have a nice night.
That's it, I'm not going.
It's time to go.
As Kimberly dreams of her life slipping away, we check in on Rita Repulsa and Lord Zed's Moon Palace, where Finster coincidentally has just created a device to spy on the dreams of sleeping humans.
No.
Seeing Kimberly's nightmare, Zed immediately demands that Finster find a way to make her dreams into a reality. Because that's apparently how technology works.
Do you like toys, little boy?
How would you like to make your own?
The next morning, Kimberly meets up with the others in the park, completely exhausted from her nightmarish night.
Well, maybe we should tell Zordon about all this.
I'm sure he probably already knows. We already know everything.
While Kimberly debates whether to risk ruining her mom's happiness by talking to her about her fears, Finster has worked improbably fast to modify his device to turn the Pink Ranger's dreams into a reality.
You must work very hard.
Very hard indeed.
Not wasting any time, Zed and Rita send down the Tango Warriors to attack the teens.
From one nightmare to another.
The Rangers decide to take on the Bird Brains with some leftover movie costumes of their own, summoning their Ninja Ranger powers and going toe-to-crow with their feathered foes. Unfortunately, although the others hold their own with no problem, Kimberly is still groggy from her sleepless night, and is quickly overpowered. She struggles to get free, but the newly arrived Rita Revolto is having none of it, knocking her hand aside and somehow knocking off her communicator, which should be safely underneath her glove, but never mind that. And he calls upon Finster to use his new extractor to draw out Kimberly's nightmare.
I am the artist more, your worst nightmare come to life.
No. Please, no.
Their mission accomplished, the evil space aliens hit the road, leaving the 6 Rangers seriously dazed and confused.
Let's go for a drive!
Meanwhile, it turns out that everyone's favorite comedy duo has been asleep at the wheel, as Bulk and Skull have apparently nodded off at the art benefit instead of staying on guard. Shocked to discover that the mole portrait has gone missing, they immediately run off to interrogate their schoolmates back at Angel Grove High, piquing the curiosity of Adam and Billy.
So do you think Zed and Rita had something to do with this? Could be.
They're really not fazed by this sort of thing anymore. Tommy, Aisha, and Rocky soon join them, but the 5 are immediately called away by Zordon, teleporting out of an empty classroom right before Kimberly shows up. Wondering where the others are, and living in the golden age before high schoolers had cell phones, she goes to call Zordon, and suddenly realizes that she's lost her communicator.
Okay, alright, don't panic. Don't. Alright, I'll just retrace my steps.
Careful there. Can't go running off.
At the command center, the other Rangers assume that Kimberly is off in a deleted scene with her Uncle Steve for some reason, and are debriefed on the artist mole monster, mistakenly assuming it was created from the missing painting. Although in a world where lost lipstick can become a monster, one can hardly blame them.
It's morphin' time!
The teens call upon their insert color here Ranger powers and teleport to the park to face off against the monstrous Monsieur.
It's all over, Mole. We're gonna hang you on the wall.
Unfortunately, they quickly discover that the pen is more powerful than the pun.
Just sign right here, and we can make all your problems go away.
But their problems are only just getting started, as they find themselves unable to lay a finger on the plasmatic painter, and are forced to call upon quite possibly the most awesome ally of all time.
You have nothing to fear. Ninjor is here.
And so the courageous creator of the power coins dives into battle, and promptly has as much luck as the Rangers did.
This is not really working the way I thought it would.
Are you sure this is the right way?
Not anymore, I'm not.
Now for the finishing touches!
Artist Mole saps Ninjor and the Rangers of their vibrant color balance, sapping their powers at the same time, and leaving only one person left who can save the day.
You're the only one who can fix this. Do you understand? Only you can save him. Is any of this getting through to you?
Alpha and Zordon make one last attempt to contact Kimberly, who has finally made her way back to the tree where she lost her communicator. Embarrassed, she answers, and teleports to the command center to reveal to Alpha and Zordon that Artist Mole was not created from the missing painting like they thought, but in fact came straight out of her nightmares.
Zed and Rita have brought Artist Mole to life from your subconscious, Kimberly. If this is so, only you can destroy it by facing your fears.
While Kimberly denies being scared of the monster, her mentor knows better.
I realize that, Kimberly. I was referring to your anxieties over the possibility of moving far away.
Okay, I'm going to ignore for a moment how creepy it is that he randomly just knows this, and just be grateful for the fact that a good mentor always just does.
And that's when she realizes how scared she is.
Scared of the life she might be losing? Scared of letting her friends down?
I'm gonna get you out of this, Freddy.
Scared of being lost? Scared of being trapped? Scared of having to start over? And scared of what will happen without her there?
Please don't go.
And all you can do is try to have faith in those who care about you.
Thanks, Zordon.
Ay, ay, ay. These tender moments always overload my circuits.
Zordon tells her that she'll need to destroy Artist Mole's palette to restore the others. And with a renewed strength, Kimberly morphs into action. She dives headlong into battle, getting hit repeatedly by the monster's blasts, while her helpless friends offer even less helpful advice.
Kimberly, you must not let him fire his brush at you!
But when the powerful painter pins her down, Tommy is quick to provide reassurance.
Hang on, Kimberly! Remember, your friends are always with you!
If you want to have a friend, you're going to have to find her first.
Find her, and Subject K will be your bestest friend in the whole wide world.
Subject K, my bestest friend.
Renewed by the power of friendship, Kimberly breaks free and blasts Artist Mole right in the stomach with her blade blaster, which, despite Zordon telling her she would need to destroy his palette, giving the old Eltaran a really spotty record for this episode, somehow manages to restore her friends back to normal.
Emergency override. Release all subjects from cryogenic containment. Just breathe, Madam Secretary.
I think you just saved all our lives.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Not finished yet. Rita and Zed summon the power of darkness to make their monster grow, forcing the Power Rangers to summon the power of their Ninjazords, uniting the frog, crane, wolf, bear, and ape into the sleek and powerful Ninja Megazord, while Ninjor summons the power of early 90s CGI for his giant expansion mode.
Ninjor battle mode now!
Status report now. Are we clear of the rift?
Affirmative.
But we're far from out of the woods.
We're taking heavy damage. What are you telling me?
We're going down.
Soaring through the air comes Tommy's Falcon Zord, combining with the others to form the awesomely named Ninja Mega Falcon Zord, and with an energy blast from Ninjor and a double fist attack from the Rangers, Artist Mole is finished.
I'm a ghost.
Talk like that, Freddy. I'm gonna get you out of this.
FBI, nobody move! Hold it right there! Don't even breathe!
Meanwhile, the case of the missing painting is finally solved by Angel Grove's finest. But since it turns out that Kim's mom's fiancé had only taken his own painting home to repair the frame, Bulk and Skull decide to just let him off with a warning.
You have no idea how lucky you are. Breaking into a federal database? Interfering in a mafia investigation? Well, you can make this all go away. You work for us, we'll give you a nice cubicle job, we'll keep you safe.
What about him?
He'll be safe, but you can never see him again.
Still not ready to say goodbye, Kimberly finally confronts her mother at the youth center.
I love you very much, and I'm very excited about everything that's happening, but I just want you to know that I'm a little worried about losing my friends and changing schools and learning a new language.
I just don't know what I'm gonna do without you. I just wish that somehow
I know this is a bad time, but I'm going to need you to come with me.
Kim's mom calms her down, reassuring her that everything will be okay, so long as they're honest with one another.
Agent Y, have you made contact?
Negative. My counterpart's not here.
Are you sure?
Looks like this business trip was a dead end.
Very well. Return on the next available flight.
Affirmative.
And when you get back, I expect a full report on that new roommate of yours.
And just at that moment, Aisha and her family appear to offer a solution. Kimberly will stay with them to finish out the school year, which both sets of parents happily agree to. When she's ready, Paris will be Kim's new home. But until then, her best friend will be her family. And that's the end of the episode. So, what did I think of it? Well, in many ways, this is just a typical example of classic Mighty Morphin. No major plot developments or changes in the status quo, with the exception of Kim moving in with Aisha. Instead, what we have is just a simple high school story played out against the backdrop of a run-of-the-mill monster battle. Yet, within that simplicity, you really do get to see what made Mighty Morphin so special. Because when you look past all the little nonsensical elements, like how a communicator can get knocked out from under a glove, or how Zordon is apparently privy to all the intimate moments of the Rangers' lives, or how Finster's technology can grow by leaps and bounds literally overnight, you find at its core a very human story about fear of change. And one of the great things that Mighty Morphin often does is take real fears and transform them into foes that can be defeated. Because sometimes, that's the only way you know how to process them. We all fight our own battles in the only ways we know how to. For some, that means lasers and giant robots. Well, for others...
It means reviewing an episode of your favorite show.
Yeah. Overall, despite some hiccups and continuity errors and one or two deleted scenes, A Brush with Destiny is a great representation of why Mighty Morphin Power Rangers resonated so well with children of all ages, and why those seasons are looked back on so fondly, even today. Because they demonstrate how, just by standing up to what you're afraid of, you really can fight back. With the help of your friends, all those nightmares will fade away into just another bad dream.
Is everyone all right?
We will be.
Good, because I think there are a lot of things we need to discuss.
You're right. I mean, I barely even touched on Rito and Ninjor. And you know how much I love those wacky characters.
I don't recognize any of these landmarks.
Me neither.
I'm still glad we took this trip, though.
Me too.
Guys, eyes on the road! Eyes on the road!
What is that thing?
Whatever it is, it just crashed my ship.
Hi! Ooh, so many shiny colors.
We didn't keep our eyes on the road.
Mitch, Mary, I'm so sorry.